Hey guys, so I just wanted to warn you all that this is going to be a lengthier video. I've been working on this video for a little over a week, which I explain in the video. So it's an important message that I just wanted to share with you all. So just bear with me and try to make it through as much of it as you can. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, all right, enjoy.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Welcome to my bathtub yet again. I've been trying to make this video for the past week, and I have recorded it, deleted, re-recorded, deleted. I don't know. I've been in a weird mood like all week, so I've just been feeling like really hypocritical while filming the video. Basically, I'm gonna read from the paper that I wrote because I can't collect my thoughts enough to directly speak just like to you guys, so I'm sorry. But it's just, I'm going through one of those moments, so yeah. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a little thing called unhappiness. I think a lot about a lot of things, and I will go online and kind of research and see what other people sort of think about the things that I think about too, and it's just interesting. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because I thought it would be insightful and maybe beneficial to your guys' lives. So yeah. Alright, so here we go. I hope I look okay. This is like my favorite dress ever. Let me see if I can show it to you. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a little awkward, but I was given this dress a long time ago. It's like vintage from the 40s, and I used to wear it in high school a lot with these like brown suede boots that I had for years, and just has lots of memories with it. I've been real reminiscent today, which is not really beneficial for me, but anyways, to get to the point. Alright, so it's hard to be positive when everyone around you is so negative all the time. It's true, right? Because negativity is contagious. But you know what else is contagious? Positivity. Positivity is contagious too. You know, you guys ever see that video of that lady on the subway who she just started laughing out of nowhere. She just started laughing and she could not stop laughing. She was just like hysterically laughing, and people were looking at her like she was crazy. And you know, one by one, every one of those people ended up cracking up along with her. You know, like that right there. You know, anyone on that bus could have been having the worst day of their lives, and just that singular moment right there could have changed their entire day, the rest of their day, their night. They walk off that subway in like a brand new state of mind, you know, like it's powerful. That is powerful. But if positivity can do that, negativity can do that as well. And it's sad. So just wanted to start out with saying that negativity is contagious, and so is positivity. And you should always keep that in mind. Alright, so what makes us so unhappy? I mean, so easily unhappy. Because we know what makes us unhappy. Certain situations happen in our lives that make us upset and unhappy and whatever. Of course, we know what makes us unhappy. But what makes us truly unhappy? What makes it to where we fall into unhappiness so easily and so often? There are two things that I will mention that make us that make it to where we fall into unhappiness so often and so easily. One being expectations versus reality, and two, you versus society. Both sound pretty explanatory, but I will talk more in detail about them just because it's important. And I'm not very good at detail stuff, so expectations versus reality. We are unhappy when we realize that our standards for the world and our place in the world are much farther away than we expected. So, say we have like a set goal in our mind. I'm going to get that promotion. I'm going to get pregnant. Just some simple ideas, right? And we're working our asses off for those things. And somewhere in the middle, we kind of start to realize, wow, this is a lot harder than I expected, or this is taking a lot longer than I expected. And somewhere in the middle of all that, we start to doubt ourselves. That's just what happens. We doubt ourselves. And most of us, during that doubtful time, will just give up entirely. Oh, I can't do this, so I'm just gonna give up. You know. And when we give up on ourselves, you know, we disappoint ourselves. We let ourselves down. And when we let ourselves down, we are unhappy. We're unhappy, simply. Because no one likes to let themselves down. So, why do we do that? Why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we set ourselves up? Well, that's where you versus society comes into play. So we're always asking ourselves, where are we going? What are we doing? What are we supposed to do? And the reality of it is, we don't know. And guess what? Nobody does. Nobody knows. We don't know because expectations are constantly changing or evolving, and standards are reaching another higher level. So we're always asking ourselves, am I there yet? Am I good enough? Again, those are negative thoughts. And negative thoughts lead to unhappiness. It's just simple as that. Negativity leads to unhappiness. Now, we all react to how we think society thinks we should react, or how we think society's standards are based on what media shows us. All of it. We compare certain situations that are going on in our life to those situations that other people go through in their lives and how they react to them, which is, again, unrealistic. It's unrealistic because although there are so many similar situations going on in the world, we as people, gosh, maybe I should put my hair up. Although there are so many similar situations out there in the world, we as people all react differently to those situations. And I'm not saying, all of us react completely differently. I'm sure some of us react in the same ways. But thinking that there's only one way to react to a certain situation based on what you think, how you think society reacts is just unrealistic. It's not real. And that is you versus society. Who you are as a person versus unrealistic ideals, expectations, and standards. We can achieve expectations. We can reach those standards. But like I said, those expectations, those standards, those ideals, those goals, they're constantly changing. And they're always going to change. You'll be asked of something bigger and better every time. And it will go on like this forever. Sorry, my hair is just bothering the shit out of me today. How are we as people? Well, no matter how we feel about situations or society, ideals, goals, etc., we always have those outside influences around us. And most of us take a little of both. The expectations versus reality and the society versus you. And that makes it to where we kind of lose ourselves in the middle of it. You know, we're deep down inside, just kind of lost and confused, and it's afraid to come out because that would be going against everything that's around you all the time, right? So we are always so unsure of ourselves. We have such little confidence in ourselves and the things we do, mostly because of those unrealistic ideals that society shows us. But check this out. No one has a clue in what they're doing or where they're going. And no one has full confidence, no matter what their status is. And also, that is completely normal. It's totally normal, guys. No one fucking knows. So, you know, I mean, really, no one fucking... We're all kids. We're all children wandering around. Only difference between like children and children is that, well, I don't know, we moved out. I don't know. Yeah, so it's totally normal. There is no roadmap of life. No one knows the future. You can plan all you want, and that is fine. It's great to have plans. But keeping in mind that things are constantly changing is what's most healthy for you. So, this goes along with setting yourself up. We set ourselves up all the time. I set myself up all the time. I always have. That makes, see, that's like the reminiscent thing. Trying not to think about that, but I can't help it. So, yeah. So anyways, setting ourselves up. It's okay to make big plans, and it's okay to make goals, big goals, and whatever. Set our own expectations and standards that need to be met or whatever. It's totally fine. But realizing that everything is constantly changing and evolving all the time, keeping that in mind helps you sort of like balance that out, I think. Because then you don't set yourself up too high. You don't get your hopes up too high about it because you know, well, I could be planning for this for a very long time, and you know, in the middle of it, things just might shift everything a little bit, and that's okay. You know, it's all right if it's taking longer than expected. It's all right if you're not quite ready for it. You can always come back to things later. I have started so many projects, and you know what? That's fine. I can finish them when I feel like I'm ready. Just knowing that it's still there and I still want to do it. You know, you don't have to do everything at once because you have so much life to live. So just keeping that in mind, that things are constantly changing, helps greatly to not set yourself up so horribly. So yeah. So if you're sitting up in bed late at night, or sitting at the bus stop, or walking around in your neighborhood, and you're just so frustrated and worried that like, I don't know, the goal that you have in mind is just not working out at the current moment, and you're just so like, ugh, like, why can't this just be done already? Why can't I just do this? You know, you end up feeling really hopeless about it. And again, hopelessness, you know, negative feeling, unhappiness, it's all very plain and simple, you know. But you having those worries in your mind about those certain things, you feeling sort of nervous about it or whatever, kind of helps you to reason with your goals, you know, being reasonable with your goals, and finding that balance of reasoning with your goals and staying positive at the same time is really hard, because when you're sitting there telling yourself, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I want to do this and this is gonna be great and whatever, and then you kind of have to rein yourself in and be like, wait a second, hold on, that's not gonna work because, you know, blah blah blah, I need to slow my roll or whatever. And you know, that kind of makes it to where you feel like, you know, you're not, I don't know, like you can't do it, like maybe you're just not ready or whatever. I mean, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, reasoning with yourself about the things that you can do and the things you can't do can, while staying positive, can be really tricky, because, you know, limiting yourself doesn't feel great, you know, because you feel like you can do anything, you know, and that's great and all, but in all reality, you can't do everything. You know, you gotta learn from yourself what you are most capable of during those times, you know. And any goal is achievable, whether it's now or whether it's in the future. So don't expect to just get something done right now, you know. Like, I created this YouTube channel, but I created it knowing in my mind that, okay, this is going to be brand new. I'm not going to get like 1,000 subscribers in the first week. Not too many people I know are going to really watch them, because, you know, it's new, and I've done so many of these types of things before, you know, and maybe people just think it's like a phase or whatever. And you know, me knowing these things, yeah, it sucks. It's like negative thoughts, but realizing that this is just the beginning stages of something, you know, don't expect anything. That helps me to feel more balanced about it. I'm not unhappy. I'm not, you know, overjoyed. I'm just, you know, right in the middle. I'm just going with the flow of things. That's just kind of the person I am though. So might be hard for you if you're like the kind of person who's just really like stiff, and they don't want to, like, you know, they don't want change to happen, and they're like, oh my god, this is new, I don't like it. So if you're that kind of person, it might be hard for you to kind of just like, well, I gotta relax and kind of remind myself, blah 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 blah. So I don't know if I'm making any sense to you guys. I'm just like, I just have a lot on my mind, so I apologize. And my hair is driving me crazy. Like, I've been thinking about cutting it, but I've been growing this for a long time now, and I'm just like, I'm proud of the length, but I'm not proud of the way it just wants to be. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Am I spooky? It's almost Halloween, guys. Probably not gonna do anything because I don't know what happened to myself. Anyways, so yeah, finding that balance of reasoning with your ideals and staying positive is where it gets complicated. It's all about altering the reflection of your perception, how you see yourself to the core. If you are perceiving yourself in a negative way, you will perceive the world and your unmet ideals or standards in a negative way. So that's pretty self-explanatory. If you look in the mirror and all you see are your flaws, oh god, my skin is so horrible, or ew, like my teeth are crooked, I'm fat, I'm skinny, whatever, fucking whatever it is that you see, your fucking flaws, that's how you are going to see everything else around you. You will see people that way. You will see the city around you, the town around you that way. Everything is just more gloomy. You know? I mean, that's how it is. So if you try altering that perception, adjusting it, where you're looking at yourself in a whole new way, you know, if you're like, wow, I love my teeth, I love my skin, I love my hair, I'm proud of the weight that I have, you know, just simple shit like that, you know, it just slowly starts shifting gears and things start to look a little bit better, you know. And I'm not saying that, you know, everyone, you know, if you just start thinking that you're an amazing person and you look great and whatever, that everything is just all of a sudden going to be great. That's not what I'm saying. But it shifts gears is what I'm trying to say. It definitely helps to see the world from another point of view, from another perspective. That's just, it works. So anyways, we need to realize that both the good and the bad moments we are currently experiencing both push us forward and hold us back temporarily. The bad moments send us into a negative state of mind temporarily, but we can choose what we take from that to move us forward in a positive direction, hopefully, to learn and accept and move on, hopefully in a positive way. Again, changing that perspective. So, say like a spouse passes away, or the love of your life like gets run over by a train, or your mom gets shot or something. Those are all horrible, I know. They're all horrible thoughts. Just giving examples here. I know those are all like terrible things, but I'm just giving an example here. So, anyways, that happens and you're in shock and you go through your own grieving process and whatever, and you might lose hope in everything because everything in that moment feels just like everything has just died. Every color you see or you saw in the world has just turned into black and white, and it's just, you can't breathe and it's terrible. But ultimately, it is up to you how to hold on to that hope and that strength, and you can move forward. And it will take time to be positive about life eventually, but it is not impossible. It is up to you. If you want to choose to just dwell in that for the rest of your life, you can. Or you can accept it and learn from it and just try your best to live your life. It's up to you. As for the good moments we are currently experiencing, those can push us forward and hold us back at the same time. It can boost our confidence and make us strive to keep going and be better, or it can hold us back due to apprehension, worries, fear that this good moment will only last a small moment. And that is true. Good moments don't last forever. We all know that. But just like how you experience the bad moments, it is up to you to choose how to react. Don't expect it to last forever. You have to keep that in mind. You can't sit and think that I'm always going to feel this way, because that's just silly. Don't expect it to last forever, but be confident to savor the good moment, dwell in that good experience. Or you can be fearful and keep yourself restrained and expect life to always do this to me. Life always does this to me. There are those kinds of people, and there are these kinds of people. And sometimes there's people in the middle. Yeah, so like I said, like in my previous video, when you're going through a hard time, or even like a really awesome time, like everything is just like going great for you or whatever, feeling like you will always feel that way is just silly. When you're depressed and you're thinking that, God, you know, life fucking sucks, it's always gonna fucking be this way, what am I gonna do? And like, you just can't seem to like see that it's like a temporary feeling. Like I said, that's where people go wrong. That's where people kill themselves, is because they're so stuck in that state of mind that they feel like they're always gonna feel this way. And it's just silly to think that you will always feel the same way, because everything is constantly changing. And if everything's constantly changing, you're not going to feel the same way forever. So, and it's the same thing with good moments, you know, good feelings. Those aren't going to last forever too, you know? So, yeah. Anyway. Imagine if we were able to live more in the moment, to savor life as it is happening right now. Living life would be a whole lot simpler, because we wouldn't be so focused on past regrets and traumatic events or our future fears. We need to realize how to embrace the now moments, but that's easier said than done. Not everyone can do this sort of thing. It's even hard for me, because my mind is always thinking nonstop, and that makes it hard to just be. And lots of people are the same way, which is very true. I find it very hard to just kind of sit and concentrate and be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm living right now. This is life. This is what's happening right now. I'm enjoying it, whatever, you know, savoring that experience that you aren't going to get back. It's very hard. It's very hard for me, because I am so focused on, you know, future fears and past stuff and whatever, but it's all about trying, wanting. I don't want to say trying, I want to say wanting to just live simply. So basically what I'm trying to say is, unhappiness is inevitable. It will happen, just as happiness will happen, but there are ways to lessen the feelings of unhappiness, ways to work through it and learn from those moments. You will see the world, you will see humanity only as you see yourself. Change that. Compliment yourself. You are a beautiful, wonderful, amazing human being. You are. And you have to believe that, no matter what society tells you. Pay no mind to society's expectations of you, as it's all a bunch of bullshit. Literally. It's all fucking bullshit. Don't pay any attention. Don't pay any attention to any of it, because it's all a bunch of bullshit. I'm not even kidding. It's all bullshit. Don't set unreasonable ideals or goals or dreams or whatever you want to call it. You know your limits. You know your limits. You learn from yourself. Every day you learn from yourself. So, I mean, don't just forget that shit, you know? You gotta know yourself. I mean, dude, you saw my last video. Like, that's what it's all about. Just, like, knowing yourself, learning from yourself, accepting yourself, so that you're able to help yourself, to make yourself happy, to understand who you are as a person. All of it. You need to know yourself. And I am not like a know yourself fucking guru, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, research some shit. There's probably so much shit out there, like how to find yourself, you know, whatever, like natural experiences. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this up. Don't look too far into the future, as it only creates anxieties and fears. Don't assume things. Assumptions only lead to deception, disappointment, anger, hostility, and you don't even know the situation. So don't assume things. That's also like thinking too far into the future. You just like assume things, and it creates anxiety and fear, and I don't know, like it's just not good. It's not a good feeling. And I don't know how many times I can say this, but negative feelings result in unhappiness. Simple as that. Negative equals unhappy. Like, simple. React differently. Change your perception. Start out your day with positivity. Be patient. I am a very impatient person. I don't even try to even say that I'm a patient person, because I am not a patient person. And most of all, you need to trust yourself. Always trust yourself. Follow that feeling. Always trust yourself. So this is what I've been working on, although it's just not been my week. So I want you guys to try and do this with me, even though it's like hard for me, but you guys should try this with me. So I want you guys to wake up and go through 1 whole hour of no complaining, thinking nothing but positive thoughts. Say something nice about yourself, compliment another person, make a good breakfast and savor each bite, and see if you can make that hour last another. It may seem easy, but it really does take a lot of effort. Just start with that. So, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It is hard for me, just because, I don't know. I've just been so, like, reminiscent, and, like, sometimes I just wonder, like, what the fuck happened to me. And, I don't know, like, I need to find that person again. I'm trying to find her, and it's really hard. So, yeah. That's why I'm struggling. Anyways, these types of try this and you'll find happiness things alone don't guarantee that you will find yourself and that you will find happiness within, because it all depends on the person you are. You have to be willing. You have to want to find yourself. You have to want to be happy and live simpler. It's up to you. Honestly, it's up to you. You have to want. And when it comes to unhappy people, there's only so much you can do to help or to teach. But in the end, it is up to them to want to be a better person. And I can't say this enough. Sometimes there's just nothing that you can do to help people, no matter how much you want to help them. That's like all I want to do is like help people and inspire them and teach them and make them feel like they're worth it. They're worth it. They're here and they're worth it. And I don't know. And when I can't do that with someone, it really like it destroys me inside. Like I feel like I'm failing at like my job, my duty as a person on earth. Like if I can't inspire someone, if I can't make them feel good about themselves, I just feel like I'm dying inside. And I've just had to learn, you know, that sometimes there's just nothing you can really do because it's up to them ultimately, you know, what they want to do. And I said this in one of my blog posts online. I said that you can't ask someone to tie their shoes if they don't want to, which is, you know, basically what I just said. You know that they're gonna trip and they're gonna fall and they may hurt themselves pretty bad, and you know this, and they know this too. But really, if you're like, hey dude, your shoe's untied, you might wanna tie that, and they're like, nah, it's cool, then there's not much you can do about it. You're not gonna tie their shoes for them. It's just weird. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. Okay, and like I mentioned in my previous video, being in tune with yourself, coming to self-realization, helps you define that true happiness, because happiness really does lie within. And that is very true. I mean, literally, like, if you're not happy inside, everything around you is not cool. Like, it's just all gloomy, dark, horrible, sad, and angry. And so yeah, that is all I wrote. I don't know if any of this made sense to you guys. I tried to film this so many times. I tried to just be like straight up and like thorough and whatever, but yeah, I needed to just get this over with, because I have been trying every day for the past week and haven't been able to get through it. So I hope you guys like the video, and I hope you guys are having a good day or night or whatever. And please don't forget to subscribe. It made my day. It made my day this morning. I went online, I checked my email, and I found that one of my favorite YouTubers subscribed to my channel, and so that made me so happy and so much more grateful that I even started this thing, because it means the world to like know that there's other people that I look up to, that inspire me, that are watching my videos, and it makes me feel a lot better, because lately I just feel like I'm talking to myself. And another thing, I'm not going to be seeing a therapist for quite some time, because therapists are expensive, and the free therapists here are really shitty. So I might be coming on here and ranting some shit, just because I don't really have other people to talk to. I mean, that I normally talk to, you know what I mean? Like, of course I have my boyfriend, but I complain and whine and moan to him all the time, so I need other people. God, someone called me Pocahontas like last month, but now, like, in this dress, I feel like Pocahontas. I mean, you guys can call me Pocahontas if you want to. Okay, so this is where I'm ending the video, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night. And what was the last thing that I wrote on here? Oh yeah, be in tune and be happy. Those are my final words. Be in tune and be happy. Please subscribe. I love you all, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.